Good day traders, welcome back to the Forex Bowl Trading Academy. In this video we will be looking at the New Zealand dollar against the United States dollar. We already had analysis for the Australian against the dollar where the uptrend was suggested. So now it's time to look at the highly correlated currency pair, which is NZD/USD. And we will observe the 4-hour time frame and a daily chart to see what is the price potential, what is the price action currently, and what we can expect, of course, during the next week or two. Before we get started, I would like to remind you that information in this video is for educational purpose only and should not be considered as the financial advice. Now, starting off with the 4-hour chart, we can first off spot the support which has been formed near 71.34. So there was this double bottom formation, and at the same time there was this rejection of the 200 exponential moving average. Now if I just quickly jump to the daily time frame, we can see here this is the average price uptrend trend line. It acted as the resistance and then as the support, so connected this high and this high. Now back to the forward chart, what we can see is that there was this clean bounce of the trend line, and after which there were attempts to break below, although there was no closing price below the spike produced here. And this means that the trend line is holding, validating the overall trend to the upside. So the trend is clearly bullish for the long run. Now, another very important point is that we had resistance formed near 72.38. There was this bounce once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, but then there was this break to the upside with the 4-hour close above the previously made high, which was at 0.7247. So there was this breakout confirming yet again that bulls are dominating, and this is likely to result in a further price increase. In regards to the upside potential, we have used the Fibonacci retracement indicators applied to this correction down where we saw this bounce of the trend line as well as the moving average, and we have used another correction where we rejected the average price uptrend trend line yet again. So you can see we attempted to break the trend line, although we failed. So here these two fips are showing us key resistance levels to watch. The nearest, of course, is 161.8 Fibonacci level at 0.7280. It corresponds to this resistance also formed on the 8th of January. So this will be the first important level to watch for the rejection, because if rejected there could be the price decline, and very important that the price will break higher. Now the second resistance is higher obviously, and it's based on 2 Fibonacci levels. First is 127.2 applied to this overall correction down, and second is 261.8 applied to this correction. And we have 2 Fibonacci levels nearly at the same price, which is 0.7371, and this is what we might be expecting from the NZD/USD to go that high. So this is currently will be about 155 pips, which is quite a decent move, but if we manage to break below this key support level, which is at 0.7134, it will get invalidated immediately, because as long as this key support holds, only then we can expect the continuation of an uptrend. So for now, we're expecting this move to the upside, and we will see, of course, how it goes. We'll update you in the next video. Now, back to the previously made analysis, and starting off probably with the correlated pair, which is Australian against the dollar. And here we still have a big potential. Well, it's 190 pips to be precise. So it's more or less corresponds to the New Zealand against the dollar, where we have 160, 150 pips upside potential. And yeah, they both seem to be very bullish. And we can see that there was this daily break and close above the flag, which might increase buying pressure, sending price much higher pretty fast. So there could be acceleration in an uptrend throughout this and next week. Potentially throughout this week, we will start to see these big green candles yet again. Now let's move to other pairs as well, which is dollar Swiss franc. As expected, the trend is down, so we didn't test the trend line, and the price is already starting to move down. So this was a very important resistance area near 0.9 exactly, and it didn't get rejected. On the daily time frame, there was the break and close above. Nonetheless, it's still a bearish trend. So price might be retesting this resistance, but unlikely. It seems like the downtrend is likely to continue. And along with the Australian dollar and New Zealand dollar, this could be the dollar weakness driving these pairs. So we have about 150 pips on Australian and New Zealand dollar currency pairs, and here we have 260 pip downside potential. But it's important also to watch all of these pairs, and once Australian and New Zealand test the resistance levels, the key resistances, probably the dollar Swiss franc will start correcting to the upside as well. Moving on to the pound Swiss franc, we're still to hit the second resistance, so it's a valid analysis. We're yet to go about 160 pips on this pair. Pound dollar, it's looking pretty good, and on this pair we have quite a big of move, which is expected 650 pips. But yet again, it's important to watch Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar and dollar Swiss franc for the rejection of the support, because this should result in the correctional move down after this will be they will test these levels. Moving on to the euro pound, it's a bearish trend. This is the weekly chart, guys, so we might expect this week to be more red towards, we're expecting the price to hit the 0.8593, so could be going towards this level. And here we have a potential of 160 pip for the first support, and which is 350 pips for the second one. Moving on to the New Zealand Swiss franc, this is an uptrend. We were expecting the price to go up from this point onwards, but still price corrected down, and you can see if we extend this area, support area, price is right at the support, and we can expect the continuation of an uptrend from this point onwards, because we are right at the strong demand area. So this is likely to be rejected and the price continues to move up. So we're still waiting for the continuation of an uptrend, but it's important that we hold this low here at 0.6398. Most importantly, it's a key psychological level at 0.64. And finally, New Zealand Canadian dollar. Well, here also expecting an uptrend with multiple New Zealand dollar currency pairs. On this chart, we have a potential of 424 pips. This is a huge move, and the New Zealand dollar could be strong, could be very strong, could be feeling very strong along with the Australian dollar. So guys, that's it for analysis on the New Zealand dollar against the United States dollar. We hope you enjoyed it and appreciate, of course, your likes. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and let us know what you think of the New Zealand USD. Maybe you are shorting, maybe you are selling, and we would like to hear why. So maybe price will go down. No one knows for sure, but we're just playing with the probabilities, and currently it seems like probability is slightly in favor of the continuation of the uptrend. So that's it, guys. Thank you all for watching. We'll speak to you soon, and we wish you lots of profits.